How is everyone doing on this fine Tuesday evening? We do have people here, right? Hello, Travis Wayne. Hello, BJP. Good evening, Crimson Alchemist. Hello, Christopher Lucas. DJ Cool Dude. Google Docs. Michelle Johnson. How is everyone doing on this fine? It's chilly here. It's cold. It's cold where I'm at. Hopefully it's warmer. Hopefully it's warmer where you guys are. Yeah, it's been cold. It's been cold so far this winter season. I guess it's technically, I don't even know. Technically it's not winter yet. Isn't it still fall? When does winter start? Doesn't winter start? Oh. Dagman says, have I retired from wrestling? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Winter starts December 21st. Yeah, that's when it. Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird? Like, we consider Christmas to be this winter holiday, but it's only 4 days after winter starts. I mean, Christmas is practically in fall. Then we got the long cold winter. Nick Zenda, thank you for the super chat. We got the long cold winter that kicks in after Christmas. There's no more jolliness. There's no more merriness. There's only coldness. Brr. Winter's cold. Adventures of Moonman says, I know I'm going to the Chattanooga Zoo Saturday in the cold. Actually, I like to go. I like to go to the zoo in the winter because there's hardly anyone left there. And the animals actually, to me, it seems like the animals are more lively. I think they get more active when there's less people there because I think they get sick of being stared at. So when you're yeah, I'll check out some zoos in the winter possibly. Bruce Gear says, I wish I could see you in person. I'm right here. This is just as good. Eventually, we misses that Chattanooga Zoo is doing an event where the animals open gifts. Oh, like what do the presents they get? Like the gorillas get like a bunch of bananas, and the bears get a bunch of fish. The lions get a big bucket of meat. Dagman said, have you ever gone to Gaylord Palms for the ice sculptures? I have not. I'm more afraid of Joe Dirt. I've finally gotten used to Joe Dirt enough where he doesn't scare me. But for like months after I got him, he would startle me. The poster on the ceiling. The Attack of the Animatronics Part 2. Get meat and bones, sort of stuff. Can't wait to see red pandas open their ears. I love red pandas. I used to be used to always say that red pandas were a ripoff. I always said that the giant pandas were the only real pandas. But I don't know. I think I've changed my mind. I think that that red pandas are magical. Bird says, Did you name the pixie yet?" I still struggle. I can't. I'm indecisive. Been a lot of good suggestions. I just can't pick. When it comes to naming things, I'm indecisive. I haven't checked out the new Carol Baskin show yet. Dennis Ball says, "You look crystal clear on my new phone. Was your old phone all foggy? Do I want to go to a Minnesota Twins baseball game? Yes or no?" I'm not really interested in baseball. I don't know. Just not a huge baseball fan. I mean, they're all family members. You know, the pandas are related to raccoons. Pandas are related to raccoons. Raccoons are related to bears. It's all you know what they say. Time is a flat circle. Adventures of Movement said, "Did you see the Squidbilly statue they put in North Georgia?" Yeah, I was unclear. I saw something about that. I don't know what the deal is. I've never seen Squidbillies. I met some of the guys that worked on the show. Jay Smooth, thank you for the super chat. It says, "Opinion on Vikings and Norse myth in general." I don't think I know that much about Norse mythology. I like to remember the old Epcot ride, Maelstrom. They had the trolls. I like the trolls. Is that part of the whole deal? The trolls. What is my shirt say? I'm wearing my Daryl the Dog-Gator shirt from the Abita Springs Mystery House. Do I know any funny jokes? No, I don't tell jokes. Laramie, hope you're doing okay. Oh, my tattoo, the bull weevil right there on my arm. I don't know. Like the act of someone telling you a joke and you're receiving that joke, it's oddly intimate. Dennis Ball asked what my favorite Christmas movie is. It's not really one we watch every year. Growing up, it was National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Larry says, "Digging the haircut." I've gone a little bit. I've gone a little bit shorter. I cut my own hair. I went with the half, the one half sized covering. Someday, maybe I'll get brave enough to just go bald. I thought about shaving my head, but it it seems like a lot of work to like get it down to complete baldness. I don't know if I want to sit there and shave my head every morning. Any plans to make a New Year's Eve video? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I did it one year. I did a video on the possum drop and the New Year's celebration. But I don't know. They have the Laramie. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it seems like a lot of effort to keep it completely bald. And I don't know if it would look good either. They also do a possum drop in Tallapoosa, Georgia. Oh. Go live on New Year's? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing on New Year's. I knew they do a New Year's celebration in Gatlinburg, but oh man, after this parade, like I did that parade video, guys. I rolled into town probably about 4 o'clock. The parade didn't start till 7:30. Well, I read online it started at 6:30, but then when I got there, it turned out it was 7:30. So I waited, roamed around town for about until 7:30. Parade was over an hour. I got in my car. The town was so crowded, it took me 2 hours. 2 hours just to be able to pull out of the parking lot. So, yeah, I mean, so that's like 7 hours of work right there for a 20-minute video. Just get a hotel room, stay the night. Yeah, that's not cheap. Like in the city of Gatlinburg, getting a hotel is pretty expensive. Try Carowinds for New Year's Eve. Man, I don't know. I don't know if I want to stand out in the cold. I always thought, like, what's going on? Like, how does it work in New York? All those people crowded in Times Square. They're there for hours and hours and hours. Where do they go to the bathroom? Like, seriously. I've tried to go to the bathroom in New York. Going to the bathroom in New York is hard. It's hard to find public bathrooms. And then, I just can't, I don't even know what they do. They wear diapers? That doesn't sound like fun. Nothing that requires you to wear a diaper is fun. Like I said, had a customer who was doing the Route 66 trip. I told them to go watch your videos on it. Also told them to look out for videos that I cameo in. The Monster Mash Burger. Sadly, Monster Mash Burger closed down, Laramie. Really bums me out. Joseph Kilpatrick said, "I'm allowed to leave your spot." Yeah, I think it's almost like you're corralled in. Oh yeah, Old Smoky moonshine. Larry says y'all got me drunk that day. Yeah, it's surprising. Like the moonshine samples. I mean, it'll get you. It'll get you a little bit. I've been to the Chili Parlor in Springfield, Illinois. I have not. Jason Michigan says, will the Biden store open across from the Trump store? I've never seen a Biden store. Maggie Ann says, I've never seen a president store, period. I don't think I've ever seen another president store. No, like, if you go to Washington, D.C., they have gift shops that usually have, like, what do you call it? Yeah, they have, like, gift shops that'll have just, like, the current president. I mean, in D.C., the gift shops will have merch for the current president. But yeah, the Trump store something else. Have I ever been to Bronner's Christmas Wonderland in Frankenmuth, Michigan? I have. Joseph Kilpatrick says there's an Obama convenience store in Richmond. I have a video there. I actually have a video there. Have I tried Chuck E. Cheese frozen pizza? They have frozen Chuck E. Cheese pizza. That's pretty funny. But the Obama convenience store, it's really weird. It's just a convenience store, and it just has a sign on it that says Obama. It's a little confusing. I don't even know if they sell Obama merchandise inside. Birds, I still need to check on the new selfie museum here in Chattanooga. I do. I feel like it's been too long since I've been to Chattanooga. I think last time it's been about a year. I think the last time I was in Chattanooga was when I went through the Dixie Highway road trip. Justin Marie suggests the Troll Museum in Ohio. I've been there. I've ever been to Denver. Yeah, I was just in Denver not too long ago. I went to the new Meow Wolf. What state have I explored the least? I would say it's a tie. between North Dakota and Montana. SJC Entertainment has ever been to Roadside America. I was fortunate enough to visit that before it closed down. I think it closed down. They sold it off last year. Rita McMillions vlog says, "Do you have an email address or Facebook Messenger?" I have a an email. I'm gonna check that out in the comment section. Laramie says, "You coming to Austin anytime soon?" I'm not sure. I've kind of don't have any direct plans to come to Austin. I'm contemplating. I want to go on a road trip. I want to go on a road trip in January, but I'm not entirely sure where I'm going. So we could see. Last year, I started out the year with my Dixie Highway road trip, and I thought it would be good to do another road trip in the same vein, you know, where it's more of a day. There's more of a day after day where you kind of follow along. Larry says, "Please hit me up again next time you're awesome. I'll find much better barbecue." Yeah, it was still. I think last time I was there. I think it was a little more COVID-y than it is now, or there was a lot more restrictions in place. Rita McMillions vlog says, "I'm a new vlogger and not sure how to get it all going." I don't know. I may be. I may not. I may not be the best person to ask because the truth is, I never wanted to be I never aspired to be a vlogger. There was never. I never ever sat down and said I need to be a vlogger. I never had a discussion with anyone saying, "How do I get to be a vlogger?" Um, I just wanted to. I just wanted to document the stuff that I thought was cool. Fearsome Rider says, "One of my favorites is the video of the town that had the statues of presidents, and you went around the town to find it." Yeah, that's oh, what is it? Rapid City, South Dakota. I think I did that as a live stream way back. It's been years since I've been to South Dakota. Jordan Ezell says, "Why haven't I worn my hat recently?" I usually don't wear my hat if I think there's a possibility that I'm gonna be like on a thrill ride or something where I have to take it off. Anything coming up in my wrestling set? I don't know. I'd really like to contribute to wrestling again. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard because I wanted to. I really want to dedicate myself to wrestling to some degree, but I travel so much, it's hard. Looks like the pixie's decapitated. Let me see if I can get a. There we go. Get the pixie in frame there. The shirt says, "See Daryl the Dog-A-Gator, the Beta Springs Mystery House." Yeah, I was gonna go to Billy Bob's Wonderland when I was gonna go to on my way to Mothman Festival, but um Mothman Festival was canceled. Oh wow. Let's see here. Fishin' Dad, thank you for the very generous $50 super chat. A little fox there with a sign that says "You're amazing." Well, thank you so much. You're amazing for your generosity. Can I explain the badge? I don't have my hats in the car. Otherwise, I would. I did it once. I think I did it last year when I did my Dixie Highway video. I think I took time to show off my pins. It's got a few. I think I used a few different pins, but I kind of did a moratorium on pins because I can't put any more. I had to, at one point I took a bunch of pins off my hat because my hat was literally getting so heavy it was giving me headaches. It become more like a helmet. Yeah, I started. There's a lot of the pins that I. Some of these have not been on my hat. Some of them have, but I took a lot of them. A lot of those have been on my hat. So yeah, there you go. Do I prefer Lord Halloween says, do I prefer haunted hay rides or haunted houses during the Halloween season? I think it just depends. I think a haunted hayride is really hard to pull off. I think it's hard to get a really good haunted hayride. Have I ever been to the Cartoon Network Hotel? Oh, I didn't go inside, but I filmed outside of it. Jerem says, is that a mouse dressed as a witch? Yes, it is. Little mouse witch flying through the air on their broom. That was made. That was made by the miniature. The name. I'm trying to get the whole name right. The Miniature Taxidermy Museum in Mackinac City, Michigan. I mean, says Jacob, you and the Boo need to make a visit down to Austin. Like, it's completely necessary. I love Austin. I could definitely come back to Austin. Jay Renna says, "Hey, Carpetbagger, we love your channel and travels. Thanks for allowing me to travel through you." Well, you're very welcome. Let me see. It's bothering me that I didn't say the name. I didn't say the name completely right. So let me. Let's see. Let's Google this. Miniature Taxidermy Museum in Michigan. Oh crap, my computer's not connected to the internet for some reason. There we go. Yes, it's the Wacky Taxidermy and Miniatures Museum in Mackinac City, Michigan. It's a great attraction. Highly recommend it. Rita McMillan's vlogs. This Carpetbagger of the Giant Museum. Had me laughing. Really enjoyed watching it. Well, thank you. I did see the new Ghostbusters. It was all right. It was just, to me, there was too much just like it just relied too much on reminding you of a different movie. A movie should never be just like constantly reminding you of a different movie. A movie should be entertaining you with the movie that you're currently watching. Melissa Tompkins, that's about Halloween Kills. Oh man. Don't make me get on my Halloween Kills soapbox. I did not like Halloween Kills. I think I've ranted a few times about Halloween Kills. Was it better than the 2016 movie? I mean, at least the 2016 movie had original ideas. It wasn't that great either. I don't think it's as bad as everyone makes it out to be. Blinky says, they're adding more rooms to Mega Mart. Oh, that's cool. Ryan Nodal says, hey, Jacob, got excited watching your Mortem Manor review. I was excited to be to get to go in Mortem Manor. A year-round haunt. They're different. You have to... It's a kind of a different vibe to me, the year-round haunts. House of Horrors, thank you for the super chats. Hey, Jacob, maybe you remember me from last live when I told you how my wife and I got stoned watching your videos. Happening right now. Well, if that works for you, then more power to you. Absolutely. Jordan Lance says, what are you going to do when Hulkamania runs wild on you? Hulk Hogan. A problematic individual, but he's one of the best. One of the best. Do I support medical marijuana? Listen, it doesn't affect me, and therefore I think people should have as much freedom as they can without hurting other people. So I think it should be legal for people to do what they want as long as they're not hurting other people. Larry thanks for the super chat. House of Horrors, you're not alone. Oh, you're saying that you're also smoking marijuana. Laramie got the experience of going through a haunted house with me while I wasn't filming, so Laramie can can vouch that I really do get freaked out in haunted houses. Exploring Ryan says, "Is this streaming from your phone?" Yes, yes, it is. Is that bad? Jordan Lyons says, "Should pimento grilled cheese sandwich be the national sandwich of South Carolina?" I don't know. Maybe when I think about South Carolina, I think about um, barbecue sandwich with yellow barbecue sauce. Do I like the Pink Panther movies? I've never seen them. Never seen them. How do I feel about making another Scream movie? I think I've only seen the first Scream movie. Warren has something to send me, but he'll wait. I'm looking forward to it. Should I stop live streaming so that you can send it to me? What was my favorite cartoon growing up? I guess it just depends on the era. I was really obsessed with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So that would probably be. But then when I was younger, it was the Smurfs. I was obsessed with the Smurfs. House of Horrors, thank you for the super chat. We love that we're Patreons and everything. I think is your witty humor voice. That's a good course. You're the most relatable person on YouTube. Well, thank you. That means a lot. Hannah Toot says, "Would you say you've got luggage packing down tomorrow?" I do not. I'm terrible. I am terrible at packing. My strategy is to just bring too much stuff. That way you'll never run out. I have gotten a lot better. One thing I did when I traveled at first was I would constantly lose things. I would constantly leave things in hotel rooms. So I've kind of gotten that down to a science, not forgetting all my stuff in a hotel room. Melissa Tompkins says, "My 3-year-old daughter saw you on TV and said hello, Jacob." Well, hello. Jason in Michigan says, "Many YouTube viewers are disabled and are likely smoking legal marijuana right now." I mean, yeah. I mean, it's... If it works, it's different for each person. I have my reasons why I don't use things like that. But if it increases your quality of life, then by all means. Laramie says, "Often laugh at the memory of me pushing you or Chrissy to haunt." Yeah, Chrissy was miserable. She hated the screaming. Is my Pixie wearing a jacket? No, he's the current world champion. Hello, Arlene. Hello, Regina. Susan Cox says it's snowing in Ohio. Ryan O'Donnell says, I think you should have had a float at the Gatlinburg Christmas Parade. I did have a float in the Waynesville Christmas Parade one year. I filmed that. Danger Aaron, thank you for the super chat. Says, do you ever find Gatlinburg to be too crowded? Yes. Gatlinburg is really crowded these days. It's really grown, and I'm happy to see it grow, but at the same time, it's really difficult to just get into the city now. Um, so usually I try to go when it's less busy, like during the week, earlier in the day. But it's almost like there's never like a real time, like a really good slow time. It used to get Gatlinburg used to get slow. It used to slow down in the winter. Now it's just a year-round destination. They used to, believe it or not, they used to in the winter people would park. I remember this, from you know, maybe 10, 15 years ago. People would park on the main drag. You could just park your car because that's how slow it was in the winter. And you guys may have noticed, I I I've not been over there as much this year as I normally have. Ryan says, "Would you recommend Storybook Land in New Jersey?" Yeah, that's a good one for far as Storyland parks. That's one of the best. Jay Brown says, "I think you covered just about everything there is." Meaning Gatlinburg, or you mean in the country? Barrington Honesty says, "I want to do a super chat, but my phone will not let me." Well, it's the thought that counts. Amy Clark says, "Where I would recommend to travel for a vacation." It just depends. Really depends on what you're looking for. Like if you want to go to the beach, or if you want to go to theme parks, or you want to be in the mountains. Just depends. Crazy Adventure says, "Is there anything in Michigan?" Yeah, love Michigan. Susan Cox says, "Any thoughts on the parents in Michigan being charged with involuntary manslaughter for their son's horrific actions at school shooting?" I don't really know enough about the situation to give my opinion. I mean, I don't know why they were charged with homicide. I mean, with manslaughter. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know the reason, so I can't really comment on it. I mean, if they did something, that's one thing, but I don't know what they did or didn't do. Me Clark says, your favorite state. Florida's like a great state for content. It's been a go-to for me. Virginia says what happened in Bristol, Virginia. Yesterday, the police had to throw out spikes to get a guy who ran through two. I hadn't heard about that. No, I'm really bad about the news. I'm really bad. I don't watch the news as much. The 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 news gives me anxiety. It stresses me out. I do check sometimes because I don't want to be completely ignorant to the world around me, but yeah. Hannah said the Tulip Time Festival in Holland, Michigan is great. I love when I went through Holland, Michigan on my Dixie Highway trip, the freaking mayor of Holland commented on my video. I thought that was so nice. And the news is rough. I mean, not only is there just a lot of bad news now, but there's a lot of sensationalism. I don't think I don't think any of the I don't think any of the 24-hour news networks are a good source for news. I think they're all about just trying to get viewers and trying to hype things up. So Jordan the Lion says you have to focus on things in your life you can control, or else it gets really depressing and divisive. And yes, I went like I had like it was rough for me. I think it was rough for everyone. I'm not doing a woe is me thing here, but like for me personally, like the pandemic was really upsetting. Like it really felt like the world was falling apart and it would never be the same again. And I couldn't control it. And I was always like, well, maybe in like 4 weeks things will start opening. Maybe in a month things will start opening. But I had to realize I had no control. I had no control. And I just had to work with what was given to me. Um, yeah, and just have to focus in, and in my personal life too. You know, sometimes I've had personal challenges, you know, in the past couple years that I've had to realize, what part of it I can change and what part of it I can't. My plans for Christmas. I'm planning on spending time with family. I do want to watch that Carol Baskin show. I got to figure out. I think my wife has a subscription to what's it called, Discovery Plus. We're going to the Mummers Parade in New York. I don't think I know what that is. My opinion, what is the next Gatlinburg? It's hard. What's the next Gatlinburg? I mean, Gatlinburg's been around forever. I think there's just an ebb and a flow to it. Yeah, because when the pandemic started, I felt like I'm not gonna talk about this. I'm gonna avoid this, and I'm just gonna wait till things get better. And I just kept uploading old videos, and people were just really confused because the world had changed, and my videos were showing I was releasing pre-pandemic videos, and then I finally realized I just gotta film what I can film. Yeah, Branson's a lot like Gatlinburg, Wisconsin Dells, um, Orlando, of course. Oh, Ryan, yeah, definitely Myrtle Beach. Tristan Benjamin asked if I've ever been to Nebraska. I have been to Nebraska. I've not filmed a lot in Nebraska. Definitely check out a Kool-Aid museum. Sea Paint says Green from West Virginia. I have the same Flatwoods monster poster you have hang on your wall. Did I come to the first annual Bigfoot Festival in Flatwood? No. Pro Wrestling is Art says Carhenge. It's in Nebraska. Yes, that's one of the few things I have filmed in Nebraska is Carhenge. It says, did you catch Adam's vlog at the car museum? I didn't see it, but yeah, I've been to the car museum several times. There, they're very, very nice and um, very cool and inviting. Joseph Kilpatrick says, rumor they're building a smaller Dollywood in Florida. Just a rumor. Interesting. Mr. Dean's Music says, what small town, if any, you've been to where people weren't friendly? This is okay. This is just a strange um observation, and I'm not going to say all the people, but a chunk of people, like in Maggie Valley, right next to me where I live, they don't like me, and I'm not really sure why. Um, I posted, I posted stuff about Ghost Town in the Sky, and it makes them really angry. And I had one guy that was going around saying that I would only show rundown stuff in the town and make the town look bad. I'm like, what? And they blocked me from the Ghost Town in the Sky fan group. There's two, so there's one I'm a member of, but they blocked this lady that doesn't like me blocked me. And the thing is, like, Maggie Valley is kind of like it used to be a tourist town. It's just really not a tourist town anymore. I mean, there's to get some tourism, but like, you know, Asheville is a city that's grown up really big in the last few years. Gatlinburg has grown up real big, and so really just there's not much to do. It's not barely any attractions. Jen Land says you represented Maggie Valley great. Those people are not the nicest when it comes to ghost town. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Mr. Dean Music says, "Has any your visits you were scared to sleep?" No. I think anytime I've been anywhere really scary, I've been so tired that I just didn't have time to worry about it. J Ram says, "How do they not realize your videos bring awareness to place?" I don't know. Yes, Ryan, I do want to go back to the Clown Motel. I've always been a proponent of I'd love to see Ghost Town come back, but I think I said some comments where like it just didn't look, that didn't look like it was ever coming back. I think that made some people mad. Virginia Deal says, "How's the Ripley's in Orlando, Florida?" Well, interesting you said that. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, and hopefully, they just remodeled, and there will be a video coming out hopefully soon that will show what the new Orlando, believe it or not, looks like. Dennis Ball says they probably know in your hearts that you're right. Yeah, a lot of people, I think, just want to say something's going to happen. Jordan, how do I feel when I see photos only? Oh, it makes me very angry. I don't understand I don't understand the difference between taking photos and taking video. Dr. Gaga C2 says, "Hey Jacob, do you know how to do a gator roll?" You talking about the wrestling move, or the human wrestling move, or the alligator wrestling move? Dennis Wall says, "Video's just a bunch of photos in a row." That's true. It's true. It's just a bunch of photos. Jeremy Couch says, "Jacob, my son loves your videos. I love them as well. He's 5 years old. He'd be blown away if he could shout him out. He talks about you all the time. His name is it Valen? So a shout out to Valen." Susan Cox says, "You don't really drink, and here you are drinking in Travis Tritt video." Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it? I'll have a drink or a cocktail if it's the right circumstances. If I'm, if you know, certain towns. I used to joke that I only drank in certain towns. Mr. D Music, seems like you enjoy filming, and that's what separates your mother that just filmed. I think a lot of people. I think a lot of people. I think most people that succeed on YouTube do enjoy filming. I think you have to enjoy it. I think it's hard to break through if you don't have like that crazy passion for it. How long does it take to edit? It's actually, um, hey Chad, how are you doing? It takes. It's. I've noticed it's slowly taking me longer and longer. My videos themselves have just slowly evolved to be longer and longer. Now my videos are closer to 30 minutes. They used to be like 10, 15 minutes. I'd say editing a video is probably about 3 hours. It depends on the type of video it is. Like haunts are actually kind of hard. Haunts are kind of hard to edit because it's a long. I'll just let the camera run, so I have to go in there and chop it up a lot. One of the easier things to edit, just from what I do, is like museums. If I'm just like showing certain things, usually it's easier to just have those edited kind of already. Just film them in little short spurts. Obviously it's just when there's more footage. Sometimes when I go to edit a video, there'll be like an hour and 45 minutes worth of footage, and I got to get that down to around 30 minutes. Amy Clark says you uploaded them the same day. No. I know people like it when stuff is uploaded as soon as it happens. It's just too monumental a task for me to do. Some YouTubers do that, but they have different situations than I do. Most of the bloopers are just me like not being able to pronounce things. I do try to make the videos make sense to some degree, but it doesn't always work out because sometimes I do have to like, sometimes a video is time sensitive, if that makes sense. Like for instance, when I'm filming haunt season, the haunt videos got to come out. They can't just sit around because they got to get out before October. But if I film something else, like the Pez Museum, that can wait because that doesn't have that urgency. Same goes with any video because I don't want to upload stuff that's like has Christmas stuff in it. In January, people are probably sick of Christmas by then. Has weather ever made me stay somewhere longer? I'm not sure. I don't know if I've ever been like snowed in or anything. Mark C. Hammer says, Carpetbagger, why is Santa confused when he sees you? I don't know. I run up to him. I point my camera at him. I shout Santa. And he seems like he doesn't know what to do. And if he's sick of Christmas, that's blasphemy. I don't know. I'm not saying I get sick of Christmas. I'm saying that that people get sick of Christmas. Have I tried Hunt Brothers yet? No. Paul later says, is Santa real? Of course. I've showed him in several videos, so I know he's real. Will I ever come to Canada? I was thinking I'll come back to Canada now that they've opened the border again. I don't know, but this is the Omnicron. Omnicron makes me nervous. Days Destroy the Lines is what's your most disappointing attraction? I don't like to say. Let me turn the question back around, Jordan. What is your most disappointing attraction? Jordan might not. Jordan probably doesn't have a problem saying. C Payne says, if you get the chance to take a road trip to West Virginia, visit hometown of Felipe. It's a very small town. I actually called the town, and they said that they couldn't find any volunteers, especially during COVID, for people to work the Museum of the Mummies. David Jordan Line says, National Archives, no photos. I agree, Jordan. I was in Washington, D.C. I walked up to the National Archives, and there's a big no photo sign. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. What is this? Because it's actually unusual, because most of the museums in D.C. do allow photo and video. The only rules they have are like rules about like tripods and stuff like that, what you can set up. And these museums, such as the National Archive, they're supposed to belong to all of us. That's why they're free, because they're run by the government. And I think if something belongs to me, even if I'm a co-owner with millions of people, then I should be able to take a picture. If there's some reason, that it, I don't know if it damages the, I don't know if there's flash. You could say, I got to shit, I'm saying no flash or something like that. I don't know if the lights damage the documents, but I should be able to walk up and take a daggum picture of the Declaration of Independence. And the King of England shouldn't be able to say anything about it. C. Snide said, I'd only say my favorite attraction in the Museum of Jurassic Technology. Now, they do not allow filming in the Museum of Jurassic Technology, but it is one of the craziest places I've ever been. Davis Jordan said, that's exactly what's mad. Those documents give us the freedoms they're restricting. Exactly. Exactly. Mr. D said, did you go to Yellowstone alone? Never been, but it looks like a totally different experience traveling alone. Yeah, I go to a majority of things alone. What are they hiding? What are they hiding at the National Archive? That's what I want to know. Well, what is it? According to National Treasure, aren't they hiding a bunch of treasure? Joseph Kilpatrick says historical documents are fragile and can fade when exposed to light. I mean, maybe it's just that the only justification I can see there is that maybe they got sick of people's flashes going off. They say no flash. Maybe people just kept flashing. David George says, but videography produces no light. Yeah, I think it's BS. I agree with Jordan, it's BS. But I was just saying, if there was a reason, it would be that maybe people are having their flash go off. Watson Holmes says, we don't have a conservative government, so don't be surprised nothing is conserved. Yeah, I don't think you understand what that word means. I don't think that word, what is that? I don't think that word means what you think it means. Brian says, hey, Jacob, it's Brian from Dent Schoolhouse. How'd you like your tour this year? See the new Ghostbusters. Saw the new Ghostbusters, and I love Dent Schoolhouse. I think it's one of the best haunted houses. Amy Clark says, you can't film at Graceland. Yeah, you can. Graceland is one of those frustrating places where you can take pictures, but not video. People say the Graceland house is small. Your opinion? Well, it's an old house. It was never meant. It was never meant to be a mansion. It was an old, Southern farmhouse, and Elvis had one kid. He had a wife and a kid, so he didn't. It's on a big piece of property. It's on a huge piece of property in the middle of Memphis. I think that's what Elvis liked having. There's like outbuildings and stuff like that. But I mean, it's not that great. It's not that big. That's not the point. Yeah, I think I could probably do the Gator Roll wrestling move. Regina says the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum would love to see it. I filmed a video there and I never released it. I just didn't feel right about it. It's just that was one time where I just felt like it wasn't my story to tell. I did film the 9/11 museum, and I released it without monetization because I felt weird about monetizing that. It's gotta be set up straight. Mr. Dean's Music said you get offers from people with private collections allowing to film. Yes, and I love doing that sometimes. Jay Rams is making money in the tragedy would not go well. Well, yeah, at the same time, devil's advocate, they do charge for tickets to the 9/11 museum. I almost wish they wouldn't. I almost wish that was something that every American could go see without having to pay for it. Jordan says, I also think it's weird the Neon Sign Graveyard doesn't allow filming. You can do a photo shoot, but no vlogging. You can do vlogging. Here's what you got to do, Jordan. You get in touch with them. Their rules are you have to get like pre-approved. It's like a process, but I did it and they let me film. They let me film during the day. You can't film at night. You can only film during the day. And at night you could take pictures. But yes, what you could do is they'll give you 30 minutes to vlog, to just walk around the Neon Graveyard and vlog. You just have to. They can't, and it depends, I think, on like your social media. You have to like have a certain number of followers. You got to basically show them that you vlog in there will give them enough publicity where it's worth their time. Then, what I'm sure your channel, I'm sure they would let you if you did it. I know it's a hassle, but it's at least possible. I appreciate that it's at least possible. Mark Z. Hammer, thank you for the super chat. It says, Carpetbagger, this is the best interactive live on YouTube. Have a Merry Christmas with the family. Thank you. Becca may ask about the Pixie's name. I have not decided on a name for the Pixie. I know that's bad. Do I want my own wax figures? Well, I have one wax figure. I have the Joe Dirt figure. I would love more wax figures. Or at least even just some wax heads. They're expensive, though. Mr. Dean says, camera on phones have gotten so good, you still prefer to use a digital camera. I do. And the main reason is, if I was filming if I was always filming in good light, good, outside light, or even, well lit museum, I would probably just use my phone. But the camera I use is just so much better. The phone quits being so great as soon as the light gets to be an issue. Do I own any haunted objects? I don't think I officially do. Do I still play Pokemon? I play Pokemon sometimes. Have I been vaccinated? Yes, I have. I need to get my booster. I need to make a point of doing that this week. Mr. Blake D882 says, you may have answered this, but what is the title belt hanging behind you? Almost looks like the old WCW belt. I'll show you. I'll show you. Oh. Excuse me, Pixie. My friend Ian had this made for me when I got my first 100,000 subscribers. It's actually got engraving of me. It's highly reflective. I hope you guys are all having a good holiday season. It's been a rough couple years, guys. So, enjoy what you can. Is it heavy? It's not too heavy. I did a road trip with 3 famous people. Living or dead? Do they have to be real people? Say Johnny Appleseed, Robert Ripley, and who would be a third to go on a road trip with? Oh, be the what's his name? I'm gonna look up his name. I know his first name's Horatio. My laptop's been acting funky. I got this laptop, I think, right around the time I quit my job, so it's about 4 years old. Is that old? Is that old for a laptop? All right, Dr. Horatio Jackson, who took the first road trip ever. I would choose him to be on my road trip with me, and then Robert Ripley and Johnny Appleseed. J Ram says, does the laptop still do what you need it to do? I mean, it's getting dicey. The USB ports are loose, so sometimes it's hard to get them to connect right. I don't know, just like little things like that. Odemon Zero says 4 years is old for computers. Funny how that is. Tim Hollis on a road trip, that'd be good. No one knows more about the American roadside than Tim Hollis. Caitlin announces the message. Maybe you'll scroll back up. What message? What about Paul Bunyan, babe? I only got 3 people to choose from. My wife actually tried to get me a laptop like a year ago, but she got me an Apple, and I just couldn't get it to work. Mr. D Music asked if I was nervous in the Area 51. I was pretty nervous the Area 51 video. It's just you hear so much about something your whole life. I can't use an Apple laptop. I just can't. Like I can't do like basic. I was trying to edit videos and I was like just trying to figure out how to do like basic clicking and stuff like that. It was not working. Matt Lucas says, hey Jacob, did you see Halloween Kills? If so, what do you think? Halloween Kills? Ah. How dare you bring up Halloween Kills? I hate Halloween Kills. Sorry, that was an overreaction, but seriously, I didn't like it. One year in computer years is 20. One year in computer years is 20 human. Sounds like I was gonna cut a wrestling promo on Halloween Kills. Halloween Kills. I'm calling you out. Michael Myers, the creature of stealth and darkness, and you turned him into an action hero. And it made no sense. No sense. How the people thought that escaped mental patient who was a foot shorter and looked nothing like Michael Myers in body type, how they could mistake him for Michael Myers when the main person that confused him, you literally showed in the movie him seeing what Michael Myers like on the news. That I hate Halloween Kills. As far as I'm concerned, Halloween has no sequels. Becca May says, Jacob, did you see Caitlin's comment? She wanted to thank you for accommodating to beat her son. Absolutely no issues. Thank you so much for coming out. Mr. Dean Music says, your hat and Crocs purposeful branding or happy accident? I started wearing the hat. Because I'm losing my hair and I just wanted to wear a hat. And I tried a few different hats out and then landed on that one because I liked it. And the Crocs, it's mainly a comfort thing. Yeah, there was scares on stairs at Morton Manor. It was madness. John Kelly says, Jacob, the Dell G Series laptops are probably the best bang for your buck, so they're powerful enough for video editing. That's all I really need is something strong enough for video editing. Well, thank you, Caitlin. It's very sweet. Jesse hopes is how come my daughter isn't in my videos anymore. You know, she just kind of grew out of it. She was just got older and didn't want to be in the videos anymore. Yeah, I may need to get a pair of shoes that I can walk in the snow with. How are the cats? Cats are doing. No, Anna's not an old fuddy-duddy. She's a smart kid. She has a lot going on. I don't know. I need to go to the shoe store. Maybe I'll go to the shoe store tomorrow. Do I have a walk-in closet full of Crocs? No, the thing about Crocs is they wear out really quick, so you actually have to keep buying them over and over and over again. The tread comes off really fast. Do I keep my Crocs in a box? I do not keep my Crocs in a box, nor with a fox. No, my wife's not interested in appearing. Well, eating lox. Oh, I like lox. How long do my trips usually last? Probably about a week to 10 days, sometimes much, much longer. But we'll see. I don't know. It may end up getting longer. Kendra Pickerton, so what questions or how do you determine which questions you'll pick to answer in the live stream? I just like flip through it, look for good questions. You know, obviously sometimes there's a lot of questions coming at once, so I kind of have to just grab something. But let's do, I think I'm probably gonna get off here a little early tonight. And so I think we will do our, hold on. We think we're gonna do our meditation. So, sit in your chair. Caleb Frank, thank you for the super chat. Sit in your chair. If there's something in front of you, you can feel it. And close your eyes and breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Do your nose and out through your mouth. Now, as you sit in your chair, wiggle your toes. Feel that socks inside your shoes or the inside of your shoes or the hardwood floor of the carpet. Just think about how that feels on your wiggly toes. As you breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just feel the weight of your body as it presses down on the chair that you're sitting in as you breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now let's just think about the back of your head. Just put all that concentration in the back of your head. Try not to think about anything else or anything going on in any other place. The back of your head as you breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now just think about your face, how your face feels. Your eyes, your nose, your mouth. As you breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now open your eyes and just take in the world around you. Appreciate where you're at. Think back to your feet and how they touch the earth and how the earth spreads out underneath you as it spirals through space as you breathe in and out. Brian's Crypto, thank you for the super chats. Thanks for being down to earth and helping my bro. I enjoy YouTube again. You're a cool guy, man. Also, we should do a video with Boogie again. You helped me discover him. He's pretty funny too. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the super chat, and I enjoy hanging out with Boogie, and I'm sure that we will come together before too long. Brian's Crypto, thank you again for the super chat. Says, how did you get the confidence to video yourself selfie style? It feels weird when I do it. It feels weird. It does feel weird. And it's something that you just got to keep doing until you get comfortable with it. If you go back to my first videos, I look so nervous. Picky Channel says your confidence is contagious. I would not consider myself a confident person, but I appreciate the compliment. Where am I planning to go next? You know, I've got a lot more videos coming from Florida. Maybe I'll film some videos when I'm visiting my family. I'm not sure. And then I hope to begin some sort of road trip at the beginning of the new year. Ideas, secret ideas. I wanted to try something that I feel is completely different. Measures Boom Man says you should do a tour of your hometown. Maybe I will. It's actually not a bad idea. Melissa Tompkins, ever been to Branson around Christmas? It's beautiful. I have not. I've heard that they have. The rumor I heard is that they have the old. Osborne family Christmas lights from Disney. Brian's Crypto, thank you for the super chat. Says, would you ever consider selling a few travel package that a few fans could buy and experience to a couple of days at theme parks or whatever doing? I've never really thought about that. I don't know how that would work. Kyle Walker says, did you ever go back to the teddy bear museum in your town you saw during COVID? I have not, and I'm not sure it's still there. I need to go check. How did I pick my YouTube topic? It was just what I was already interested in. Just things that I was already passionate about. But thank you guys for joining me tonight. Got some other work I need to get done, so I'm going to cut this a little bit short tonight. But thank you for joining me. Thank you everyone who contributed a super chat. And SG, thank you for the super chat. Salute to the soldiers who perished 80 years ago today in Pearl Harbor. Absolutely. Absolutely. Horrible what happened to the soldiers in Pearl Harbor. But thank you guys. And hashtag Team Balto. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.